Hey.
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 Yo.
Hey.
We're not sure what time it is. It's either 6, 7, or 8. We haven't decided yet. Or 5. I guess it depends on which way your clock went.
Don't be saying yo like that. It gives me bad memories of Poe's live stream yesterday that I got an hour after he stopped doing. I didn't realize he wasn't live. I'm like, yo. Just yo. I thought I was catching him live. I'm like, why is nobody responding to my? And I looked up streamed 52 minutes ago. Oh, that might be why. Oh, so how's it going, everybody?
Good.
We got Derek. We got Feral Inferno. We got Hollywood Polo. We got the Gaming Road Warrior. Oh, we got Kelly. We got all kinds of people. And I was making a bet with these guys. I said I bet a lot of people will show up an hour from now. Because the time change. But anyway, yeah. So what's new, everybody? I'll tell you what, I got nothing. Halloween was a bust around here. It was cold, bad weather, so we didn't get many kids coming by. Bought a ton of candy, and now I'm just sitting here eating it, getting fat. Fat tur. And then I'm disappointed because that's what you said we could talk about, Bart. I'm disappointed that who the hell advertises Halloween-type horror pinball machines in September and doesn't have them ready for Halloween? It'd be Sin Studios. That's who it'd be.
Yeah. No sign of Pinball M. Month came and gone. Unbelievable.
Hollywood Polo says, welcome back, Mike. Mike's been out for 2 weeks. So.
Thanks, Hollywood Polo. Yeah, good to be back.
He did put together a couple of good videos for us each week, though, so we had something to watch.
Oh, yeah. And he had a great video come out this week on Maniac Mansion. Love that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what have you been up to, Mike? What have you been up to? You've been absent? You want to share with the group anything about what's going on with you?
Yeah, I noticed Poe picked up that Robocop. We've been talking about it, and I had to go pick that up myself, and I've been enjoying playing that game. That was really fun to play. It's really a throwback to the old movies, not counting 3. I noticed nothing mentioned on 3 on that, because technically, is it the Anne, right? The female police officer that's Murphy's partner. She's supposed to be dead. But what was cool too, before I even started playing that game, me and my son, because I asked him, I go, hey, did you watch Robocop 2 yet? And he never watched it. He watched the first one, which is kind of funny. He was not a teen yet. So my wife said, well, can he watch something that doesn't have a lot of violence? I said, oh, on my 4K disc set on Robocop, it's got the TV version. So, the censored one where they replace curse words with different words. And then it's that part where they go into the locker room with the females and the males. And of course they're topless, right? So they have these bras they inserted on the girls on it. And it's It's like you and I, we played Paint Maker and we put that on there. So I'm like, what the heck? I'm like watching this and just laughing. And then the sergeant, Robocop's sergeant, he's always, cursing and stuff. And he's throwing off he's like, don't be such a fudge backer or something like that. Like, whoa, that got snuck in there. And then of course, when he's cussing, that's what he was, instead of using the F words, he's saying fudge a lot on the thing. I'm like, oh, wow. Yeah, I love those replacement curse words. My son's watching this. It's like, is he supposed to be cursing? I go, yeah. But yeah, it was kind of neat watching, the rated R version of part 2. And I said, yeah, you can watch this now. You're a teenager, and he really liked it. And then it got me into playing RoboCop again. So that was so fun.
Nice. Yeah, I started using the RoboCop 2 skin while I was playing there, so that was cool.
Oh, nice.
Some neat throwback stuff coming out. Bo, you've got quite a bit of retro stuff you've been putting out lately, don't you? I mean,
yeah, I've been buying too much stuff again, and RoboCop was coming out, so I really played mostly that this weekend. I'm having a lot of fun. That's why I always say I want to play through a game for a change. This one I might stick to that, although might get some people drop off there because they want to see the retro stuff. But it's a lot of fun. Like Mike said, it's really a throwback playing that. You don't really. It's one of those ones where you don't have to think too much, so that's perfect for me. You just go in and shoot the guys in the dick, and you'll get a trophy for shooting the guy in the dick in this one. So
nice. So, Poe, you got to be careful with that, because next thing you know, you'll be, you do a lot of your Atari stuff and in television and all that stuff that you do, and then you get stuck on this RoboCop. It's like a change in gear. It's almost like people like me and Greg that do pinball videos all the time, and suddenly we're just driving trucks. It's like
yeah,
channel completely morphed into something completely different.
But, yeah, you do, and I end up seeing that when I do newer stuff. A lot of times, the people that want to see the older stuff just, it's not there, But I try to bounce back and forth, but there's just not a lot of time. You got to pick what you're going to do and go with it, and
right.
At some point, we'll get back to the other stuff.
I kind of look at it. I just do what I want to do because it's fun to do it, and I record it. And if people want to watch it, they can watch it. If they don't, that's fine.
We're doing some Berserk. Berserk Recharge comes out this coming up week, so I plan on grabbing that for sure. The Recharge game. So
I know my interests changed quite a bit, and that's the nice thing about being. I call it being diversified, and I primarily did a lot of this at first, because my grandkids live out of state, and it's kind of cool. You can see what Grandpa's game room and Grandpa's pinball, and then of course I was doing the pinball little things about how to do stuff with Pinball Emporium and Pinball Popper and all that, and of course that stuff all came and got expanded on and got bigger and ran out of. I got more. I think it's when we had Digital Victory on here last week. I was telling him, I got games on that I haven't even played yet. They've updated the digital pinball version, VPX. Well, I haven't done that because it's too much trouble. I haven't played all the other ones yet. So that's kind of my thing. But I did want to ask you, though, Poe, I didn't get a chance to watch this one, but you did a video on a delay and a pre-order that you bought?
Oh, yeah, the Atari Game Station Pro that My Arcade was doing. They did pre-orders on that on their website a little while back. So I pre-ordered on that, and then they decided that they were going to go ahead and put it on the shelves at Costco for like $20 cheaper a couple of weeks ago. And it's like, okay, well, that's whatever. They make their deals with these stores and stuff. I don't have a Costco nearby anyway, so we mostly have Sam's Club around here. So people were getting it early, and doing their videos on it. And well, then the Target store started getting it for regular retail price about a week ahead of time. So people were grabbing it there and doing their videos on it. I'm like, well, I got my pre-order in, no big deal. And the pre-orders were supposed to start shipping Halloween Day. Well, that evening at like 6 o'clock, I get an email from My Arcade. We don't have enough in stock to mail them out. And so that's
we
the part.
We sold them all at Costco for $20 cheaper.
Right. That's the part that pissed me off. It's like you're waiting until evening when you probably should have had these going out on trucks that morning, and you're sending us emails now. That's kind of bullshit. If you're going to make deals with stores, maybe you should make sure the people that pre-ordered a couple months ago go out there, shipped out to them, take care of those orders. That's my opinion anyway. So.
Well, I know At Games pulled some similar stuff when they first came out with the pinball machine, because At Games at Sam's Club you could find them before a lot of people got their original orders, and then the Sam's Club was having trouble selling them, and they just dropped the prices on them down to next to nothing. And then if you were here last week and watched Digital Victory talk about, they had them set up somewhere, the new ones set up somewhere, and they look like hell. They just looked horrible.
Yeah, the 4K tables are not playing well.
Yeah, and if you go to his trade show, and he was saying, he does something that goes to trades, has something to do with the displays or whatever, and he said if he took his product to a trade show and it looked that bad, it'd be bankrupt.
Right.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
So,
I'm talking about pinball. Hollywood Polo here says King Donkey Kong VPX table. I'll have to look for that. Anything you got to do with Donkey Kong, I'm in. Donkey Kong and pinball sounds like a good match.
that does sound like a good match. And At Games did come out with a few good tables that were based on older games. I can't remember the titles now exactly, but there were some good tables that came out on that. And of course, now that's another thing. Now, Pinball M we go full circle. Pinball M got, who knows what the hell's going on with that, but Pinball Zen Studios is making a deal with Ad Games to provide them with software for their machines. So, and yet they're laying off people.
Yeah. I still can't. I don't, like you said, I don't know why would you promote a new product that's kind of horror themed in September if you're not going to get it out in October? I don't get it. I don't get it. But
yeah, they followed me pretty much. I said I was going to put out that video on October of Halloween, but it's like it's not polished up yet. So yeah, it was in November. So maybe that's what was going on with them. It's like, this is, like the ball would freeze or disappear, and they're like, I don't think we should release this.
Right.
Yeah, in a way, that's kind of bad, though. They did mention it a long time ago that they should have had that out. But at the same time, too, I'm also thinking, well, if it's, maybe there's a lot of bugs that's going on, and they got to still work on it. But yeah, really unfortunate.
I'm sure there's a reason. Yeah, there's got to be a reason, and the layoffs probably didn't help. But boy, I was looking forward to playing.
Well, rumor had it that I heard, just as a little sniblet I found on a guy's YouTube video, that there was something to do with the executive bathrooms at Zen Studios, and it had something to do with Lars, their janitor, had done something. Lars, and what was his assistant's name?
Jules.
Jules. Yeah, so I don't know. Could be something to do with the restrooms. We're gonna have to, I think when they can make it a point, I'll try to get Lars for an interview and put it on one of the shows one night. Well, I'll have to see if I can get him to. Yeah, matter of fact, he could take Mike's place because Mike's not here anymore.
Mike, as soon as you mention Lars, Mike's just like, screw, I'm out. I'm out.
I think he liked Lars. I don't think he liked Jules very much. There he's back.
He's back.
Sorry, my mother-in-law came in. She needed help with her tablet.
So what? I haven't done much at all. A matter of fact, I haven't done any driving. I just had a whole, ever since I missed that week, I had that medical stuff taken care of, and then we got the dog, and the weather's been great. I've been working out in the yard. I noticed Bart's been driving, and this is something I wanted to do. Is Bart? I noticed you did a video on Halloween run and stuff. Was there a special event for Halloween on ATS?
There is. You still have some time. It goes through the 14th of November. And it's kind of like the other one was with Oklahoma, where you do so many runs and then you get, I don't even know what you get, some plushy cat thing or something. I forget what they called it. Dracu-cat or something, or Catula or something like that. It's some kind of, I didn't get it because I got it, but I haven't gone to a shop where I can, check it out. But
yeah, I got the little plushie from the Oklahoma event, along with they gave you all that and a paint job, which I thought was pretty cool.
Derek's asking if I got them all done. You'll have to just watch and see, Derek. I can't give a spoiler. Kelly and I are leaving town tomorrow. Kelly's already out of town. I got to go pick her up at the airport tomorrow, and then I'm going to. We're going up to Missouri. I wish it was a little closer where you were, Greg. We swing by and have dinner or something. But
I know I looked at that. I looked that up just because I wasn't sure, and I thought, man, that'd be cool if I could drive. And I looked at that and I said, man, with everything I get going on, and I know you've got a lot going on, one into town there. I thought, well, that's a shame, but we'll maybe make it another time. That'd be fun.
Yeah, but so we're going up there. So I did do a couple of bonsai days while I'm bacheloring it right now. So I could go out there, and I got videos, truck driving videos for Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for the next 2 weeks. I think till the 22nd, I got videos already lined up and uploaded and all that stuff. And I intermixed those, that Malsby's pinball with those tables. I did all the rest of those tables, and they'll be intermixed. So they'll be, even though I'm gone for the next 10 days, however long we're gone, there'll still be videos going up. So
I was going to ask you about those next, because I did go ahead I went ahead and got those myself. I went ahead and bought all those tables. Is that how you pronounce it, Mosby?
Malsby, I guess. I don't know. I'm just guessing based on how it's spelled. I don't know.
Yeah,
but
hey,
Easy Cowboy One.
I kind of enjoyed those. They were kind of
There's. I think I like the two that were the spooky ones that I started with, and then that one that's the Western one. I really enjoyed that table, and there's 2 or 3 that I was like, but and then like Poe said, the playground one should have been a Halloween video because it had the creepy kids laughing and stuff.
Should have been Children of the Corn pinball.
Right?
They're going full.
Derek, don't get carried. Derek's getting carried away. He said, I'm pulling a gaming road warrior, planning ahead with videos. Yeah, but the difference is Mike, when he plans ahead, that means he puts out quality videos. When I plan ahead, you get the same old shit that I normally do. So
I was that way for a while. I had 6 or 7 videos just stacked up, letting YouTube automatically release them, but I just ran out of them.
Well, the hard part with that is when you're doing all those driving back to back to back, and I'd drive, park the truck and all that and be like, all right, catch you on the next one, peace. And then stop recording, hey, welcome back. I'm in the truck again. I was running out of shit to say. I'm like, geez, I've been talking for 3 hours now. That's why I did those music ones where I'm just driving and I'm just going to play music because I didn't know what to say anymore because I'd been talking too much.
The first thing I noticed when you did that is I kept saying, man, is he ever going to change shirts? I mean, he's got to stay.
Wearing the same shirt.
Wearing the same
6
shirt.
videos. Yeah. And then
he was
changed shirts. And there'll be a bunch more in that shirt because I must have done 12, 13, 14 videos between the 31st and the 1st. I did them all on those 2 days. So I didn't have to worry about going into work or any of that stuff. And Kelly's not here, so I was just spending time in the arcade just all day long. But yeah, it's yeah. But now Derek's talking about he's been setting up the pinup popper on a single screen. That's what I've been doing too. That's my project stuff. Since I don't have my cabinet anymore, I figure, well, I'm going to set VPX back up, but it's on a single screen monitor, wide in horizontal mode, and it is more challenging to get those pup packs to work on a single screen than it is on multiple screens.
Yeah,
they're all designed for multiple screens, so.
We covered some of the pinball, we covered some of the retro gaming and stuff that Mike's been up to, which is some of the retro stuff. But now what we need to do is we need to work on getting something collective going. And now that my eyes are good, I'd like to get my Quest headset charged up and updated. And I think Poe did that already. And it'd be fun to get in there. I'd really want to try this. I want to download that new golf course, that new walkabout golf course.
Yeah, the Widow's Walkabout. It's a really, really neat course.
And you know what I don't understand? That plays really good with all of us. We haven't had much trouble. But we played that. I love that cornhole game. But it seems like every time we play that thing, somehow somebody gets kicked out and we can't get back in, and it doesn't. I don't know. Have they updated that?
Doesn't seem as stable as Walkabout for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we need to do some Walkabout. We need to do some. That's a lot of fun.
And how many of you got Astro Smash? Was that the name of it, Poe? What was the one?
Yeah. Yeah, Astro Smash. Yeah, on the Switch.
We need to try that one sometime too, because Poe and I. Did you ever get a copy of that? Did you get that copy I set up for you, Poe?
Yeah, I have. I have your message there. Just another busy week. I didn't get to it, and actually, this week we're working 6 days. We're working Saturday this coming week. They wanted us to do that next week too, but they already canceled the Saturday for next week. They were going to have us work every Saturday up until because of Thanksgiving week. We're going to be working short week, so. They were trying to beat the crap out of us the next 2 weeks until then, but supposedly they already canceled that Saturday. I think it was the 18th now, so thank goodness.
I don't know if everybody's aware of it or not, but I got to thank Poe for what he does, because I'll tell you what, we wouldn't have steel. We got to have steel.
It's my steel, and you can't have it.
You're a smart ass, Poe. Okay.
Yeah, I had a question from Salty Armies Legion. Let me know if I can mail you that stuff you need from Costco. I think that was related to the Atari 2600 Plus. That's my guess. Because I noticed he said he's from Houston, which is up your area off grid.
Yeah.
I just noticed
it's
Salty.
It's in Texas, but we're still pretty far.
Yeah.
I was gonna pull that. Yeah, here it is. There's that. Can mail you that stuff you need from Costco. Yeah, Houston's quite a drive from here, but yeah, we're in the same state.
How far is that from you?
Houston is. What is it? I want to say it's almost 10 hours.
Wow, it's a long drive.
Yeah.
I drove through Texas before. It's a long state to get through.
Yeah, it is. It's just as far to go to Dallas as it is to go to my mom's house in Phoenix. So it's a long way. Yeah, because Poe was talking, he didn't have a Costco up there. That's
well, we do have Target, and now that Target has it, closest Target is half hour away. So I could. My wife and daughter are down near Target about every weekend, so I could cancel my pre-order and go get one. But I'm just saying, in that video, it's pretty much other people that don't have a way to play these Atari games that maybe pre-ordered it and wanted a thing when they pre-ordered it, it kind of sucks for them. I have flashback systems. I have original cartridges and stuff. It's just the whole idea is it's kind of bullshit that My Arcade did this the evening of when they should have shipped these things in the morning, So I normally don't do rant videos. And it was just a short video, but the more I thought about it that day into the evening, after I got that, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put a video out there. Why not, So,
oh, I'm with you. I would have been mad too, because you guys should have had first dibs on it first, since you guys put the pre-orders in.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Kelly says it's almost 9 hours.
Oh, okay.
Houston. Sorry, Poe, go ahead.
I'm just thinking at this point, they said it may be a couple days, but I still haven't got it. It's been more than a couple days. I haven't got another email from them since. And Atari's own 2600 Plus, I think that's going to be shipped in a couple weeks. So I might end up getting that before I even get the My Arcade Game Station Pro. So you don't even know at this point, which is coming first. So.
You're getting some pretty good amount of people here in the chat that I'm noticing some new names and stuff. So appreciate you putting those up there, Bart.
Yeah, who's that guy? Card Cadian. Don't know that guy.
Looks like Pac-Man's eating some weed.
Oh, it must be Chaos then.
Farrell says retailers always taking priority because it's higher volume.
Right. And that's understandable. I get that, but still bullshit.
Yeah, it makes me think twice before I pre-order something, especially if I think it's going to be on sale cheaper and available to me sooner. And that's one nice thing about my area. They're on different ends of town, but and Sam's is closer to me, but Costco isn't that much further, and we got probably the same amount of Costco's as Sam's. So I could do the same thing. If you ever need something from one of those two places, let me know. I could always pick something up from one of them. But hey, you want to let's give the announcement about what's going on with pinball. I can run the reel that we got set up for our pinball tournament.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Get that brought up as usual. I'm always not prepared, but it's here somewhere.
Yeah.
Week 6. We're going. It's hard to believe week 6. Huh?
You're the one who brings it up, and then you're not even ready.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You sprung it on yourself.
I know. I do. It's still your fault. It's still Bart's fault. I don't care. Oh, I'll tell you, if you guys, you can see. You know how it is. This thing over on the right, I wish there was a way to categorize this thing. There's intros, outros, week this, week that. But here we go. Anyway, week 6 of the tournaments. And man, I'm telling you what, scores are changing, stuff shifting around. And when the video's over, I'll show you the overall spreadsheet. So here we go. All right, everybody, it's tournament time. Let's see where we're at. Week 5 was Skyrim, and it has ended. And look at the leaderboard here. Mr. Livewire, 1970 with 120 million. Tony Jorgen, 94 million. Gregory, 73 million. Balls a Slapping, 67 million. Classic Rock, 45 million. Hollywood Polo with 45 million. Mrs. OGA at 37 million. Good job there, Kelly. Arizona Cowboy 133 million. Let's see how many more we had here. Off-Grid Arcade 28 million 8507. Took a little hit there by your wife, didn't you there, buddy? Pixeltorium 27 million. Mike CB 26 million. Mrs. Parker 22 million. I think she one-upped me as well. Arcade Chaos 19 million, Postile 15 million, G Parker at 13 million, myself way down there, and Linda at 11,947,000. There you go. There's your results from week 5 Skyrim. I kind of enjoy that table. I didn't do that well, but still a good table. Okay, let's go down here and continue.
And let's get ourselves a tournament created for, what's this going to be? Yeah, week 6, and it's going to be Family Guy. 10 balls. Am I reading that right? 10 balls, 1 attempt. Okay, let's find it. 10 balls, 1 attempt. There it is, Family Guy. We're going to do 5 days. Private tournament. Ten balls. Play attempts. Let me make sure I'm reading this right. 1 attempt. Family Guy. 10 balls. 1 attempt. Okay. Play attempt 1. Sure I got this right. Tournament 5 days. Permission private tournament. Classic. Extra balls. 10 balls. Enabled. 10 number balls. 10 balls. 1 attempt. Okay. And the password is going to be GPARKER. Create and play. Wow. 10 balls. One shot.
This is fun, huh?
Oh, and the adventure begins again.
Joe, that was so close.
I know I want to hit that chicken. Oh, no. Oh, shoot again. Thank goodness.
Good so far.
Oh, there's the ball out. Okay, ball 1 is done. If you want to see how I did, get in the tournament.
Hey, Joe, I'm over here.
There's ball 1, and hey, get in the tournament, see how I did, and thanks for playing along. We're over halfway through now, so our 10-week FX3 fall 2023 fall tournament. So join in and back to the show.
Nice.
10 balls. Wow.
10 balls will wear you the heck out. I'm telling you, it will.
What she said.
You can't let yourself get fatigued or give up because you've only got 1 shot. So I think this is going to be interesting to see how this week goes. And you'll have to see, I got a pretty good score compared to what I would have got with 3 balls, but I don't know. I don't think I did worth a darn. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the notification on your screen, but I saw the note. Derek's already. It said he was on FX3. He's trying to play his 10 balls. He'll be done in about 3 minutes. So I've seen Derek play. Hey, I've just popped this up. Chaos says, when are you guys ever going to have little guys like me or Farrell as guests? Chaos, I will send you a link right now. If you want to come on, just send me a text and I'll send you a link. You can come on the show right now.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
We'll have you on.
And I want to point out something else while you're addressing Chaos is, well, I guess I should address Poe with this.
While you're undressing Chaos with your eyes.
Poe, Chaos spanked you this week in the tournament.
Everybody spanked me, right? Oh, except for you. I will say this. Now, I always forget. Every week I forget. And then I got to ask you guys. I'm like, hey, is there any time left in that tournament? Because, I'm dumb like that. But Thursday I went on and I'm like, oh, crap. Yeah, this is the last night for me to play, right? By the time I get on there, it says like Thursday evenings, there's like 17 hours left, which means Thursday night's my last chance to play. And I went on and played and gave it a couple tries there before dinner time. And that one there is a little more involved, right? You go in there and it's like, okay, choose your character, do this and that. And I'm trying to read that little blue screen and I can't read that little blue screen, And so I'm just clicking the flippers and hitting the launch button and then the dragon's flying in my way and this and that. So whatever, I'm just hitting the flippers and hoping for the best. And as soon as it tells me to fight the soldiers, I already drained by that point. So I just went with it, I wasn't on the very bottom, so whatever. I was definitely spanked. But during one of my live streams, I'm talking to Derek, and I said, well, I think I was third from the bottom, so hopefully I held. I didn't go back and check. I'm just fingers crossed we'll find out Sunday night if I was still third from the bottom. So I held.
Yeah, you have, but I was just of course I was doing it at your expense, but I was just kind of building up the fact that Chaos is pretty doggone good, buddy. I mean,
Yeah.
admittedly, he's usually been down there at near the bottom, which is fine. Hey, that's this thing's design. Doesn't matter where it's such your plan. But I thought, wow, I looked at that and I said, he got me and he got you. As a matter of fact, one time I started playing it early, and there was one time there was only 3 of us in there, me, Mrs. G. Parker, and Chaos, and I was in third. So, I think I sent you guys a message with a picture saying this is bullshit.
Yeah. I did try to go in early today because I know you started on Sundays. So after I did my live stream today, I'm like, you know what? There's still time. Maybe I'll go ahead and jump on this week's. And I didn't have the spreadsheet in front of me to see what it was, so I was going to go check. But then you hadn't played yet when I did go on the check, so I didn't get my Family Guy, which I'm kind of glad I didn't, because I didn't realize it was the 10 balls, 1 attempt. So I would have just ruined everything today and been done with it already. So
you want to be prepared too for that, because see, I really didn't. I think you might have noticed when I shot that video, I was kind of as shocked as anybody else when I read that I didn't pre-read my list, and I just went down the list. I said, okay, what's this week? Holy crap, 10 balls, 1 attempt. I'm setting this up. I have to play first. I thought, I'm done. No matter what happened, I'm done.
all right, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, 1 attempt is brutal for you when you're setting it up. You got to be prepared.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was, but it was fun though. And some people like that game, some don't. I've kind of got that one figured out. The thing I'll give away enough to tell you this: that chicken's kind of important. If you can nail that chicken 3 times, then he goes away and there's a hole there. And if you hit that hole where the chicken was, you get a multi-ball. And with 10 balls, I got a multi-ball just about on every ball. I just screwed up on everything else. The skill shot's not either. Skill shot. But just real quick, I'm just going to say, though, just to let you know, that this week is Family Guy. Next week is Medieval Madness. 3 balls, unlimited attempts, back to our normal classic mode, which I liked Medieval Madness. I think you guys pretty much said that too. Wild West Rampage. Now, that's another one we set up different for November 19th. That's 5 minutes. So you get unlimited tries, but it's 5 minutes. You play for 5 minutes. Drains don't matter. He keeps the ball on. So you got 5 minutes to get the best score. Then Earth Defense, which to me is a hard and challenging but fun table, is classic. And then V12 on December 3rd. So the whole thing, the regular season ends on the 12th, and we go into the 3rd of December.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play my game tomorrow morning, because then we hit the road Tuesday morning, so I won't be back. So I'll have to play tomorrow.
Nice thing is you can play on your Switch. I think you could play on the Switch.
Yeah, I could play on the Switch. I always play on Steam, so I can see everybody's score. But I could, if I don't get to it for some reason tomorrow, I could always just play on the Switch, because we'll bring the Switch with us. Yeah,
I know that. You got a point. I screwed up. I know I put on the Discord that I was starting a mini pinball tournament for a game on. I think it was Adam's Family on Pinball FX, and I set it up on the Switch, forgetting that they don't cross-platform. So the only 2 that were on it was myself. I was the only one on it, and I said, Cheryl, you got to play the table at least so I have 2 people. So,
yeah,
Cheryl
Kelly went to play it and she missed it. She said, what's the code for Greg's tournament? I'm going to play it real quick. And I sent her the login stuff, and she said, oh, no, it ended. So she missed it. but
You know,
and she had the Switch with her, so I couldn't. She has it up in Oregon, so I couldn't play. We only have one Switch.
You know, that's another complaint I had, though, is once that tournament was over, I tried to look up the tournament, you know, on Steam. When the tournament's over, the minute you open tournaments, it says, it just hits you in the face. You know, your tournament is ended, and here's the scores. Well, on the FX on the Switch, it doesn't do that. And I couldn't find the tournament. Of course, I knew that Cheryl and I were the only ones that played last time I checked. But once the tournament was over, I had trouble. I couldn't find it again.
Really? Huh.
Which is kind of disheartening. So,
yeah, Paul said he doesn't have a Switch, so he couldn't play.
Polo doesn't have a Switch?
Oh.
Well, come on, man.
Come on, man.
They're available.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Black Friday. Get you a Switch. And that's when Switch 2 will come out.
Right?
Black Friday. Yep.
Yeah, nobody knows what's going to happen there. I keep watching all these speculators talking about that, but you know, they're still selling that new. You guys, a couple of you guys already got the new game. Something we could talk about. Did you get the new Mario Wonder? Who got that? You, Mike, you got it, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that's a fun game.
Yeah, I got it. It's fun.
You like it, huh?
Love it.
See, I've got all these games. We talked about this earlier in the show. I got all these games that I've played a little bit of and haven't really followed through with. You know, can't think of all the titles I've got, but I don't know. I got a ton of games. I'm thinking, man, I really got to get back and play them again.
Did you finish? Did you finish Metroid, Greg?
No, I need to do that. I need to get on there. Mike was nice enough. He sent me some amiibos for.
That'll help you.
For those of you watching, I go ahead and give this away. You can make your own amiibo things, which is cool because Mike sent me these actual amiibos, and they're still in a beautiful package, and I'm going to keep them just like they are in the package because I don't need them to hook up to the game to. If you're maybe some of you aren't familiar, a Switch has amiibos which have a what do you call that? It's on your phone. It's a chip reader. Same thing you pay. You know when you tap your phone to pay. Come on, guys, help me out. Help an old guy out. What do they call that? I guess I can get my phone out and see what they call that. But I didn't bring my phone yet. Anyway, it's got a chip reader. You can take your chip reader and download an app for your phone, and then you can find this website that's got all the little codes that go. Yeah, NFC. Thank you. Herbor's put NFC. Yeah, NFC.
Yep.
And you can
LSD.
Little blank NFC chips. You can program them, and then you can hold them up to your Switch. And on Mario Kart's the big one. It gives you all these different things you can do in Mario Kart. It's the same thing with gives you more weapons than Metroid. So anyway, Mike got me those, which, like I say, they're in the box. But it's kind of cool because you can do different things with amiibos. So there you go. I told you in a terrible way what amiibos are, and none of you understand what that is.
Mario Wonder does have LSD, right, Mike?
Yes, lots of LSD with flowers.
Very trippy. You know, my son and I were playing last night, and one of the levels, all of a sudden, you're like the silhouette or the shadows of Mario and Luigi. Did you get to that part? Where you're like elongated Mario and Luigi shadows running through?
No,
like really
no,
long.
Yeah.
Wild, man.
I need to play that more. I've been playing more on the Sonic, and then I stopped Sonic, and now I'm playing Robocop. But yeah, I need to play Mario Wonder more. Yeah, definitely.
I'll tell you what I want to get back to because I was just going through my Switch the other day, and I haven't played The Walking Dead in quite a while, and I was getting through a lot of those chapters, and I was having a ball with that one. The only game that I finished totally was Jumanji. I completely finished that game. And I came real close to finishing Road... Help me out, guys. What is it? Road
96.
Road 9. I came this close and I died. I mean, I was right.
Yeah. You'll die. You'll die on that game. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just as long as you
Yep.
can complete the whole story arc, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you answer one thing wrong and they're killing you.
There's
Yeah,
lots of
that's-
teenagers you can go through on that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Fun
started
game.
so many games, not just this year, but a lot of games just this year that, I'm bad for that. Robocop, I'd like to see out to the end, but I mean, I started Spider-Man 2, the new God of War, Alan Wake remaster. I started everything this year and didn't get back to any of them. So try to stick with Robocop for right now.
I was watching another YouTuber playing Metroid Dread, and I just fast forwarded. He did a whole series of it, playing the whole game. And I fast forward to the end and watched him beat the game at the end. I said, "Oh hell no! Oh hell no! Hell no! I ain't gonna be able to do that." You gotta have nerves of steel.
Yeah.
I actually had somebody request that Jerome was watching me play the other day, Robocop, and he requested that I play Rampage for the 7800. So I might have to go do that.
I was in that chat at the time. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Pearl Inferno says that that was his 2021 game of the year was Dread. I got Dread and I got the other one too. I don't know. I tell you what, I just love the characters in it. I love the graphics, and one's a side scroller, and then the other one's a
The Prime. Yeah, Metroid Prime. Metroid Prime.
Yeah. And that one there, I did beat that first level, and man, you're running and rolling and trying to get through all those tunnels and I mean, I did it. I played it back. I recorded the whole thing, and I looked at the timer. I got out with 3/4 of a second left. I mean, I had to do that jump over the water and go. And I mean, I finally got out, and it said, "You've made it." And the ship came and took me off, and I looked the playback, and it counted down to like 3/4 of a second. It was like right there.
Yeah, it's hard. You start all these really cool games. What else? I started Seventh Guest VR and Ghostbusters. So now it's like I'm fighting myself which one I should play on the weekends when I got the chance, because I want to get back to Ghostbusters too. That was fun. So I don't know.
Then there's Popeye. There's Popeye.
You got to get back to Popeye.
We got sidetracked. I never did show this. I'm just going to show this real quick. Forgot to do this. This is the spreadsheet that Bart does. Everybody give Bart a round of applause for taking care of this. Every week, keeps track of the score and built the spreadsheet and keeps track. You can see it. Our top point getters, Livewire with 15, Classic Rock King with 16, Platinum with 10. But remember, it's anybody's game, because anybody that's going to have to play it each week is going to have a shot, and maybe beyond that, is going to have a shot at being in the playoffs. And playoffs are going to be a crapshoot, so we'll see what happens. But there's your sheet for this week. I don't know if anybody can read that, actually, but there's your leaders. Livewire, Classic Rock King, Balls of Slapping, Cowboy 1, Arizona Cowboy 1, Tony's Jorgen, and then list from there.
Then you get all of us that have played every week.
Yeah, that's basically it. And you get to, yeah. So, Mr. Postal, you're tied in that instance. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Watch out, bitches.
I tell you what, I'm just about, I know this is early for me, but I'm just about had everything I can think of to say tonight.
Well, where's Chaos? Thought he was coming. We at Chaos.
Yeah, Chaos. He said, what did he say? Maybe next week or the week after or something. He's got.
I'll tell you what, for those of you that want to be on, if you would send one of us, which I think if you don't have our information, leave us a comment on one of our videos or channel if you want to be on. We're not jerks. We'll let you on. Just let us know at least a few days in advance so I can get everything set up here to make sure that you're got everything you need to get on. And usually what we do StreamYard is, if you're going to want to come on the show, I usually like to have you come on like a day, sometime before time, of the week you're going to be on, so we can make sure everything's going to work. Your audio is going to work, your video, all that. So let me know, or let Bart know, or let Mike or that other guy, Poe. Yeah, whatever. The guy down there.
Or old Poe.
That guy. Where's he at? Yeah, that guy there. You know,
Send a self-addressed stamped envelope to the show.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling through the chat. I can't find the comment now. AZ Cowboy 1. So you saying there's a chance? Throwing out the Dumb and Dumber. I gotta acknowledge these people when they make movie quotes. I think Polo, was it you that said the "Never Give Up, Never Surrender" from Galaxy Quest? So yeah,
Galaxy Quest.
You throw movie quotes out there. I'll try to. I like to acknowledge those, but yeah, and now Poe, just because Greg said, you know, the playoffs become a crapshoot, it doesn't mean that if you shoot like crap, you still have a chance. Well, I guess, but even Derek could win. That's the slogan for the playoffs. Even Derek has a chance.
I'll tell you what,
he's playing right now, isn't he?
Probably. He's banned from my channel because when I was Robocop and I went to the firing range, he laughed at me. So he's not allowed on my channel anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw Derek laugh. I mean, he actually typed out, ha, 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 when I failed. I was like, stream is over.
Actually, I saw him laughing at you, and I got to laughing pretty hysterically myself. Then I unsubbed you.
Yeah.
Anybody who's watching knows we're kidding, I hope.
Yeah. When I was watching Poe fight the Sandman by punching his fist with his face, I had to resub to Poe just so I could unsub him.
Right.
That's how bad it was.
Those are the games that I never go back to. Like losing the first battle. So it's like, okay, guys, thanks for joining me. We'll see you later. Different game next time.
Yeah. And Poe just waits 6 months. He says, oh, I kicked the shit out of that game. I just
that game's done. 100%.
Yeah, I beat it 3 times already. I played it with a 2600 controller just to do it. Yeah. See, AZ Cowboys figured it out. Poe does make for a good stream. Whenever you feel like you're bad at games, watch Poe and feel much better.
Exactly. The other Dumb and Dumber movie. Do you remember that one that came out like a few years ago?
Oh,
my favorite. They were, film? The official film with them in it. I think there was another one from was supposed to be them
it had other actors. Yeah,
right.
Good.
Right.
They go to the woman and they ask her if she had the baby. Did you have a C-section or did you have an snatcherelle? I thought that was the funniest line. Funniest line in any movie ever. Sorry, I had to.
No,
that is funny.
Classic stuff, man. Classic stuff.
Oh, Derek's trying to get back on your good side, Poe.
I think we've determined we need to play some. We need to play some walkabout golf.
Yes.
We need to play some. Get the VRs out. I still want to try getting this all together for that Astro Smash. When you and I did that, Poe, I think that was absolutely a blast. I don't know what you hit. You hit one that just wiped out the whole screen. You nuked him or something.
Yeah.
I haven't found that one again since. I've been over. And then we need to get Derek in there and our buddy from over in the Netherlands. I haven't seen much of him lately. Get him to maybe doing some driving here.
Yeah, Gideon.
Yeah,
I think Gideon has a new position at his work, and it's occupying a lot of his time. Yeah, and the time difference is kind of extreme. He was coming to our live show at like 2 a.m. his time. So, but I think he has a new position at work.
My wife and I found a new position, and it kind of interfered with my gaming for a while.
Yeah. She kept waiting for you to get a bigger joystick.
Yeah. Oh, the truth hurts.
Yeah. Jackbox 10. Jackbox is fun. That is a pretty fun multiplayer type of thing. Oh yeah, Derek said we gotta do some of that Heat. There's a lot of stuff we can do that we can play multiplayer.
Meat
right,
multiplayer.
Can we cross-platform? Can we cross-platform on Heat with these guys and the?
No, because I can't log into EA.
Yeah, so I can't get logged in.
I forgot about that. That's right. Man, I'll tell you what. Between this early release coming out and them not letting you log in with your PlayStation on Heat, you're just taking a terrible screwing, Poe.
I know. I'm the target of their meat sabers.
Maybe you need to find a new position.
Taking a terrible screwing is exactly how Poe's wife describes her wedding night.
And every weekend that I throw a tantrum.
I wasn't going to tell that story, but I don't know for y'all that know, Paul and I have known each other for a long time. As a matter of fact, I was invited to his wedding, and I remember he asked me that night. He says, "I don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do?" And I told him, "No, I don't know if I'm going to tell this one or not." He says, "What am I supposed to do?" And I said, "Well, take the hardest thing you got and put it where she pees." And the next day, he came up to me. He says, "Man, it didn't work." And I said, "Well, what'd you do?" And he says, "Well, I got her bowling ball and I put it in the toilet."
Oh no!
So much for our show. It's been canceled.
Doesn't work without the ukulele.
That's right.
Nice.
I should have brought the dog on instead of telling that joke.
Yeah, Polo, that would be interesting too. I have Wizard of Walls on the iArcade, and I remember you saying they have it on Steam and you can play online 4-player co-op. That would be interesting. I'll have to look into that. I don't have it on Steam yet, but it might be worth looking into because it is fun. It's a cool update. I like those modernized games. But yeah. So we definitely do need to get some multiplayer stuff going.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Thanksgiving morning cornhole.
There you go.
Sounds,
we are coming up on the holidays too. We need to come up with some type of. Maybe everybody needs to take a look at some of the gift giving ideas that are coming out. Has anybody seen any good specials on anything that's coming out new for the holidays or any big sales? I know Sam's Club always has some pretty good sales on some of their.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't really looked this year because it's like my son and I have just been buying whatever games right now. He's looking into going into the military soon, so I'm not sure if we'll be home for the holidays or not. So it's like if there's something we want to play together, we're just kind of like grabbing it right now. So I haven't really seen what's coming up, or at least we're not holding back anything for Christmas Day this year.
Right.
Yeah.
I know it's always tough for Cheryl to think about what she wants to get me for Christmas because she comes down here and she'll say, "I had an idea for that, but I didn't realize that's already in the arcade room, or you're already sitting on top of it, or you got it, or whatever." It's getting to that point where we kind of get whatever we want when we want. And,
right.
For my birthday, it was kind of cool, though. She did, her and Travis both got me Nintendo Switch gift cards, which is kind of neat because it was just before some tables were released for Pinball FX, some of the latest tables, and so I was able to catch up on all the tables that way.
Excellent.
Kind of can't go wrong with a gift card.
Right?
Yeah, those are always good.
But does anybody have anything else before we? Or I can keep this thing going. I'm out of stuff. I'm out. The worst I could do is sit around and tell some more stupid, inappropriate jokes. So I'm gonna stop doing that.
No, everything I had thought about talking about, we've already talked about. So I'm about ready to call it.
Well, okay, I'll just start down at the bottom right. That's you, okay, Mike. Final thoughts.
You're right. Am I right? Okay. Final thoughts. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna be working on the Sonic the Hedgehog for my next video. So I actually bought the first game, ordered it off the eBay, it came, and I tried it out, worked, and just realized, wow, this game's still fun, even though it's like a really old game. But glad to get that so I can do a video on it. That's what I'm going to be doing. And we had like a mall. So after I went to Best Buy, my son wanted to get another, motherboard for his PC. But I told him, do you have all the money for your parts? He's been saving up his money. He wants to build another computer. And he's like, no, Dad, I could afford a motherboard. I'm like, okay, how about your PC? Since he broke his internet stick, are you going to buy a wireless internet stick for you? And kind of thought about it, and it's like you could either get that or the motherboard. He ended up getting the stick because I kind of talked. It's like, well, you're going to have to do a lot more chores to get the other parts you need for your PC. It's better to get your internet back since your stick's broken. So end up getting that. And I found when we went to the mall, there was like a retro store that opened there. And I was like looking around like, oh, cool. They had a Golgo 13. I was talking to Poe about that. Favorite game of mine when I was a kid. I didn't borrow. I had a friend like you that owned the game, and we'd play it. And I think the funniest part, you probably know what I'm talking about, the hotel scene.
Yes.
And your health just suddenly raises up because you bring a woman to your room. I'm like, I wonder what's going on there. And me and my friend would always just laugh because it's like, oh, that's how you get health in the game. You bring women to your hotel room. So
yes.
yeah, good times on that game. So yeah, I picked that up, and it was only $6, and it's like, you know what? I'm gonna just buy it because it's cheap. So yeah, that's all I got on there.
Sonic the Hedgehog, you say? I still got my Christmas ornament out here. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, Sonic the Hedgehog will be next.
Yeah, that's excellent. Yeah, that's fun.
Those watching, don't forget to check out Mike's channel. He's got some great videos that have been just released here recently. Like I say, Bart mentioned earlier, he doesn't put out one every day like Bart and I do, but he puts them out, scheduled apart pretty nice. But I enjoyed the Legend of Zelda trilogy, and then that Maniac Mansion.
That is awesome because that's a game that I love. So
yeah, a lot of fun.
Pretty racy though. That uncensored. Got racy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to cover your eyes on some of the scenes.
he let G. Parker in to tell a couple stupid jokes. What do you got, Poe?
Oh, I don't know. Got a rash. No, just kidding. I'll be getting around to something here eventually. It's going to be a busy week, like I said. And I don't know. I've been coming home and really friggin' wiped out. And actually, Thursday, I finally got a stress test for my heart, so maybe they'll find something. Maybe there's something up there, So go in Thursday. That's exciting. Maybe I'll turn the cameras on there. You can see me on a treadmill.
There you go.
But I finally got my Atari VCS PC mode stick from them. I ordered. These things are never in stock. They were in stock in September, limited stock. They had them last year. They sold out, and they never got them in again until September. They were limited stock. I ordered one right away. They sent it out, and FedEx lost it immediately. I followed the tracking, and they lost it in California. So I ordered the thing, and I complained to Atari, and they found it, or else they found one in their offices and shipped it out to me last week, finally. You can put your VCS into PC mode, essentially, is what this does. They have an operating system. You can also put Windows or whatever on your Atari VCS. It's a mini computer. So with this, I could put Steam on there. Nothing too heavy on there, but I could put a Steam on there if I wanted to, something like that.
Nice.
But I just kind of got it because it's an Atari thing, and it has Atari VCS etched into the thing, so it's kind of Atari history. But when they lost it, I was a little upset about that, and so they did their investigating, and they either found it or they found one in their office since they were out of stock, and they made it right. So that makes me happy that finally got a hold of the thing anyway. So, and that's about it. I'll work on some kind of video at some point and back to some Robocop.
That's pretty cool that you can put Windows on there. That's insane.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. And I just never have. I hardly touch the thing. I usually just keep it in VCS mode and play the games that I downloaded off of the VCS store. And that's about it with that thing. So now they also fixed, there was a glitch, a problem with their credit card thing. It was called the zip code glitch, where it kept saying you needed to enter a valid zip code for your debit card or credit card. And a few of us had that problem where it kept messing up. So for months, couldn't download a game anyway, even if you tried. So they finally got that straightened out. So now I can buy games again. And that's the only way to buy games on the VCS is through their store. You couldn't use physical media on it. So it's kind of at a point where I couldn't buy any games all summer long on the thing anyway until now. So that's straightened out, so I can go ahead and go on there and buy a few games. So maybe I'll start streaming off of that too. Show a few
you can
games.
stream off of that. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I was just got all kinds of cool stuff coming up.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Find some time, right?
Yeah.
Bart, what do you got?
Yeah, I don't got a lot going on because we're going out of town for a wedding. So everything I got is pre-recorded. So if you like watching truck sim videos, I'll be putting them out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then that Malsby's Pinball on Tuesdays and Thursdays until I get through all of those tables and through the Halloween Hall, Haul, Halloween. And yeah, if you get tired of listening to me yap, watch Friday's video and the one that's going to post tomorrow, because I don't talk as much because I'm listening to music. And that the music that I played is Always April Soon. So it's the band I was in. So no copyright worries. And yeah, I didn't talk much through I guess I could have told some stories about the whole recording process, but I didn't really do it. 4 of the 5 songs I think that I put on there were recorded by pretty big time producer guy that he recorded Incubus and several other big bands that went worldwide and stuff, and it was kind of cool. And my personal story with that is after we got done recording, he came up and he shook my hand and he said, I got to tell you, I've recorded a lot of bands, and you and Paul's the drummer and I play the bass guitar. He said, you guys are the best rhythm section I've ever recorded. And I immediately deferred to Paul because this kid was a phenomenal drummer. I say kid because he's about 12 years younger than I am, but he's a phenomenal drummer. But yeah, Jim Wirt told me that I was part of the best rhythm section he's ever recorded, and he recorded 3 albums that Incubus did. And if you're familiar with Incubus, they're pretty good rhythm section going on. But
nice.
So if you're
I enjoyed your Friday
music, yeah, tomorrow's video will have a couple more songs, and then the last song, it's the pantyhose song. So and yeah, when we played that song live, I would do all the background vocals, and I would say I would sing I got my pantyhose, they're always on my mind.
Can you upload a Pose song on the road again too? On when you're driving truck?
Yeah, we'll get a copyright strike for that though. We found that out on our live stream. But yeah, so look for the pantyhose song. Funny, quirky little song. And unfortunately, the funniest, the cutest part of that song, I guess I could say, at the very end of the song, Charmaine is kind of playing around, making sounds and stuff. And when we finished the recording, she actually giggled and we kept that in there. But I think you can't hear it because the truck sounds are kind of loud. But so if you listen to the end of the pantyhose song, you might be able to hear her little giggle. It's kind of funny. But,
that's cool.
Yeah. So tomorrow's video will have three Always April songs in it.
Nice.
There you go. And I'll be on my way to El Paso to pick up Kelly and Shelby and my sister-in-law Jessica. So then we head up to the big wedding. That's all I got.
Excellent.
Hey Bart, is that purpose? I noticed that when you said those two names, Carol Shelby, is that a coincidence? Like named after the guy that built the Shelby Cobra Mustangs? When you said them together, it's like, oh wow, their names go hand in hand together.
Yeah, I'm Shelby's stepdad, so I wasn't around for the naming, but I'm pretty sure that there is the reference is there is a reason why Shelby is named Shelby. I think there was some. If Kelly was still here, which she had to leave the stream earlier, she's spending some time with her dad. But she could verify that. I'll get back to you on that one. But I'm pretty sure that Shelby got at least there was some influence there. You know, kind of like my dad always told the story. My name's Bart, and back in the '60s, you know, the Packers were the thing, and Bart Starr was their quarterback. So
nice.
I wasn't necessarily named after Bart Starr, but there was an influence there. My dad also used to tell the story that when he was a kid, he only got his ass whooped one time, and it was by a guy named Bart. So he thought he'd name his son. I don't know if that was a true story, but
that's funny.
Yeah, that's all I got. Greg, what do you got?
Well, you know, just kind of like you, I've got a couple driving videos that I haven't released yet. Just haven't had time to edit them. But you know, you talked about not saying anything, putting music to them. I got a couple of them that are going to come out that are just driving. I didn't put any soundtrack in it or anything. I killed my mic, and it's just the sounds of the truck and the driving. And
you can't do that. Bart won't watch it if you don't talk.
I know. But I just thought it was just kind of an experiment.
Unsubscribe.
But that's
unsubscribe. I at least wait for Poe's videos to come out before I unsubscribe him. I'm doing yours early.
I don't know. It would probably be a success, kind of like, do you remember when they tried doing the NFL without the sports announcers in the booth? They just wired up the officials and played the game. I don't know if any of you can remember a few years back, they did that in the NFL, and it went over like a lead balloon. I mean, you know, they ended up bringing the officials back. I mean, it was just watching the game with no commentators at all.
No, yeah.
So I don't know how this is going to go, but it's worth a try.
Better go back and do a voiceover. That's all. Send them to old Poe. We'll take care of it.
Yeah, that's what I need to do is do a driving thing and then have old Poe. And maybe you could sing that song, which that was the next thing I was going to just ask is, do you know, I put these on this StreamYard server, the videos that we show, and one was one of you singing. Well, I really was going to re-download that one back and preserve it, before they kicked it off, because they kick these off, or I have to kick them off every now and then to make room for the next videos that we put on the show. And somehow I've lost that video. Is that video still available? Do you still have it somewhere?
Maybe. A lot of times I make room on my phone and stuff, and so I just start deleting the hell out of everything, you know.
Right.
Yeah, unfortunately. Well, still available on YouTube. Now, if YouTube ever crashes and burns, I'll lose all my videos, you know. So.
Well, did you do that song on your channel as well, or did you just have it for the live show?
Just for the live show.
So I'd have to get it off the live show, and then well, I can do that. Yeah, I can still do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Because that was good. For anybody that missed that, that was absolutely, and I don't think it was a strike. I think we got a.
I'm gonna do a duet with Mike one day.
Copyright. Yeah.
I could get together with Mike and do a duet. And, to all the girls I've loved before. Go ahead, Mike. It's your turn. You're Julio Iglesias.
Came in and out of my door.
It's just the accent, though. My door.
What's kind of funny, Poe? I do have a really inappropriate song that I used to sing in choir back when I was in middle school. But it's not, it's definitely not PG.
Those are the best kind.
Naughty Little Me sung the bad song on there. No, I'm not going to sing it.
Come on, Mike, let's have it. At least it'll make me not feel so bad for telling stupid jokes. See, you got to have something that comes on at top of that. Anyway.
We love the inappropriate.
I'll kind of say, like, before me and my buddy we had to sing that song in choir, so I'd change the lyrics up. I'd say, "Oh, okay, I'm going to change it to On My Girl Again." So, and that's what we were singing. And it got kind of loud, and then people like started giggling. It's like, "Oh, it's so funny." Oh, they're just making up stuff here, and the music teacher wanted to know, "What are you guys singing about?" Nothing. Yeah.
I got this kid in so much trouble in elementary school. Tim was his name. Now, we had this music teacher. She gave everybody these little instruments, right? And some kids had like these blocks with sandpaper. They had to hit, and then there was kids with these sticks. They had to beat them together. And she had the piano, and some kids had tambourines. Well, she didn't have enough instruments for me and Tim, so we just had to sit there and watch. The rest of the kids were lined up. And she told the kids that had the sticks to beat them together to, and I might have told you this guy's a story before, but it was shave and a haircut, 2 bits. So they're hitting it. Dink, 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 dink. So I lean over to Tim and I say, shave on the bare butt, 2 bits. And Tim just starts laughing hysterically. He just thought that was the most hilarious thing. And the music teacher stops everything and just starts screaming at Tim. And he's in tears laughing about a shave on the bare butt. And the rest of the year during music class, he had to sit by her piano, all because I made poor Tim laugh about a shave on the bare butt. And that was actually from my dad. My dad used to say that all the time at home, So really, it was my dad that got poor Tim in trouble. So.
That's awesome.
Good stuff.
That's awesome.
Well, anyway, that's all I've got. I want to thank everybody for showing up. I think the tournament is now in week 6, so that means we're over halfway there. Ends regular season ends December 3rd, and then that's when we'll get into the tough stuff and have some fun with that. Hopefully, have it all wrapped up by Christmas. So I think that was our plan, and then we'll start looking at doing it again. I think we're going to kind of do a spring and fall type thing. So depending on how it all comes out, but I think so far it's working good. I mean, we've had a pretty good participant list, so pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it's going well.
Okay, right. Well, thanks for showing up tonight, 6 p.m. Central every Sunday night for the show where you're no telling what anybody's going to say on this thing. So
That's the truth. On the bare butt. Only 2 bits.
Only 2 bits.
2 bits.
Is that a quarter?
Could
Why?
be.
I think 2 bits a quarter. 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits a dollar. I don't know. I can't. All right, guys. If anybody else got anything, good night. We say good night. Good night. Good night, Poe.
Night.
Later.